Hello my dear students, welcome you all on YourPedia panel. So my dear students, as you know कि CIL ने MT मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनी के लिए बहुत सारी वैकेंसीज ओपन की हैं, बहुत सारी ब्रांचेज एलिजिबल है, इस बार CSE भी उसमें एलिजिबल है। तो हम आज के इस वीडियो में मेनली डिस्कस करने वाले हैं जो MT का पेपर हुआ था, जो प्रीवियस पेपर था दैट इट वाज इन 2017, इसके बारे में आपकी स्ट्रेटजी क्या होनी चाहिए, व्हाट विल बी योर स्ट्रेटजी टू क्रैक दिस एग्जाम। If we can just analyze the syllabus of the exam or the previous papers questions, then you can analyze that जो गेट का सिलेबस है, द गेट सिलेबस इज मोर देन इनफ because most of the questions are from the gate subject only, but because this paper was of 2017 and in that case machine learning, the AI, the data warehousing was not the part of the syllabus, but there is a chance that this time they can include some questions from that area only. So my dear students, in this video I am going to discuss or do the paper analysis and of CIL MT 2017. Now you know what are the main subject of the computer science branch: algorithm, DBMS, data structure, programming, operating system, computer organization and architecture, computer network, digital, discrete. So these are again TOC and compiler. So these are some of the important or the core subject of computer science stream. So they add or they ask the question from these area only. But again I am saying you have to prepare the ML AI data warehousing part also. Now you can see if we go with the paper of 2017 in DBMS, 18 questions out of 100. That means 18% is only from DBMS, and I am going to upload one more video with the next paper analysis. Again the same scenario was there. In DBMS they asked the maximum number of questions. It means DBMS is one of the important subject for CIL. Now my dear students, the next important subjects are algorithm, programming and data structure. If we add 13 plus 12, 25, and in data structure 8 or almost 10, 35 questions are from algorithm, data structure and programming. So you can see almost 20% from DBMS and almost 35% from algorithm, data structure and programming. That means almost half, 50% or 55% slave questions are from these subjects only. Rest you can see the networking, again important, a very wide subject. Operating system 9, digital is again important, 9. Rest you can see here. So now the question is, sir, how we can, like we have a very short span of time, and how we can prepare this paper. So I am going to show you the paper, the 2017 paper, and you can see the standard of the questions. Even though they are giving you almost 1 minute for a problem, but keep in mind my dear students, if you know the logic or the concept of particular topic, then only you can crack this exam. And as per the experience I can say 75 to 85 marks will be the cutoff out of 100, because the questions are at the level of gate paper, the gate paper or ISRO or DRDO. So you need to prepare the question format which already asked in the gate or ISRO of 1 marks. So you just need to prepare at least that level, my dear students. Now I can just show you the random questions. So first part is the non-tech part, again non-tech. Now I am just randomly it is going to take some time. So now you can see again here, yeah, you can see Which of the following statement is true? It's a DBMS question relating to the participation. Find cardinality and participation, total participation, partial participation, 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to 1 and many to many. It means if you know the exact concept of ER model, then only hardly it will take just 30 seconds to solve. But if you are not bit aware with that particular topic, then very hard, it will take almost 2 to 3 minutes. Fine. Next, we can just randomly scroll any of the questions. Okay, just see, again it's a computer network problem, straightforward theoretical questions, but if you know what is the purpose of SSH, fine, then only you can solve or answer this problem, my dear students. Now this question again it will take more time to solve because again it is talking about the counters, but if you know the shortcut trick to find out, then hardly it will take 40 to 50 seconds. Now you can see here again these are the questions from NP complete problem. If you are bit aware with the what is P, NP, NP complete and NP hard, then hardly it will take just 20 seconds to solve this problem, not more than that. Again you can see many a times in GATE, in ISRO, how to convert infix into postfix and find out the value of postfix. Then again hardly 30 to 40 to 50 second questions, if you know, then you can easily solve these problems. So with that, my dear students, you know what is the level of questions. So you can see, if you just go through the PYQ of GATE or ISRO, you may find even some of the questions that are straightforward taken from those PYQs. So my suggestion is, or my advice to you is, just go through the notes and try to practice more and more questions, because with a short span of time, if you are going in depth with the notes without practicing, then it is very hard, because time management is the first key part to crack this exam. Fine. So try to solve more and more questions, try to revise. Suppose that you are now preparing for one subject, DBMS, just revise the basic concept and try to solve more and more questions. And you know that YourPedia already launches the module. So if you want to join the module, then you can talk to executives of YourPedia. So that is all about the paper 1 of MT 2017 paper. You can see the questions again, that is talk about the binary tree. Fine, very straightforward questions, but the point is, if you know the concept, then only you can solve these problems. And for that, and even if you know the question, even if you know the concept, then it is very necessary that you have to solve or pick the particular problem and try to solve as early as possible, because some of the questions will may take 2 to 3 minutes also, because they are going to take some time to solve and then find out the final answer. Find numerical values. There is no shortcut for finding those numerical values. So anyhow you have to calculate and then find out. So my dear students, try to practice more and more questions. And in the last video I do an analysis of the paper of 2017, and in this video I am going to do an analysis of the paper 2020, that is 2020. Now here you can see again in the last paper also the highest weightage subject is DBMS. Again here you can see DBMS 16 questions, my dear students. It means DBMS is one of the most important subject. But now keep in mind, because it is a paper of 2020, and after 5 years, like, you may expect some questions from data warehouse, from the machine learning, the deep learning and AI. Fine. So you have to include these subject also. Now next, the algorithm programming and data structure, if you can include 12 plus 7, and then it will almost 23 or 25 questions, my dear students, but previously it was 35 almost. Now the second important subject after DBMS is algorithm, data structure and programming. Then again you can see the networking 9, operating system 10, digital logic again one of the important subject, 12 questions here. Then same as TOC, this time they ask almost 13 questions from TOC with 3 questions from 6 questions from the compiler. So my dear students, I want to say the level of the complexity of the questions are, you can say, same as the GATE, ISRO, DRDO for these competitive exams. If you know the basic concept, again I can say that concept, if you have the knowledge about the concept, if you know the logic, and if you know the shortcut trick to solve these problems, then yes, you can solve each and every questions within 30 to 40 seconds. But if your practice is not that much, then it will take 3 to 4 minutes to solve a problem. And again I can say in the technical part, the cutoff you can say from 75 76 to 82 85. It means you have to be good with the problem solving skills, and for that your pedia already launches a dedicated module, and if you want to join that module, you can contact to the executive of your pedia. So try to start with the subject of DBMS, algorithm, data structure and programming. Try to finish as early as possible. And always keep in mind, whenever solving the problems or whenever making or revision the subject, you have to make the short notes of the formulas. Because many a times, even the formulas, even the note point of that particular topic, if you remember all those topics or the notes, then my dear students, almost 70% of paper you can solve within that time or before the time, my dear students. Yes, there are many questions in which we have to follow a particular procedure and then you will get the answer. In that questions you may take 1.5 to 2 minutes. So your best strategy is just quickly revise the subject and try to solve more and more problems. And as I already mentioned you, YourPedia already started the dedicated module. You can join the free WhatsApp group also. And if you want to join the batch, you can contact to executive of YourPedia. That's all about the paper analysis. You can see here, it's a short video. These are the distributions of the marks from the particular subjects. And try to, yes, remember one more point, try to go with the overview of AI, ML and data warehouse also. Thank you so much.